Hello friends, Chris with BeginningGuitarOnline.com. In this video, we're leading you through exactly where to place your fingers to create the triads that make up the 1-4-5 chords in all of the common major keys for guitar playing. I'll lead you through a breakdown of each of the keys, going slowly, playing 4 beats on each chord, and showing you where to place your fingers to create the triads for each key. First up is the key of C major. We'll be exploring the triads that make up the 1-4-5 chords in this segment. Here's C. We play open G, first finger C, open E. We'll then go to our 4 chord, F major. Second finger on A, first finger doing a small bar across C and F natural on the top. Back to C. Now G, open third, open second, and our pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Back to C, open, 1, open. All together. F, back to C, G, back to C. And here we get a close-up look. C, 1, 2, ready, play. F, back to C, G, back to C. And here we walk through the triads of G major, beginning with G, open third, open second, pinky on the 3rd fret G of the 1st string. Our 4 chord is C, open third, first finger C, open E. Back to G. Now D major, first finger on the 2nd fret A found on the 3rd string, ring finger on 3rd fret D, 3rd fret of the 2nd string, F sharp, 2nd finger on 2nd fret of the 1st string, and back to G. Let's play through it together. Here's G, 1, 2, 3, G. C, back to G. Now D, back to G. G major, 1, 2, ready, play. C, back to G. D, back to G. Here we go through the triads of D major. Our first chord is D, first finger on 2nd fret of 3rd string, ring finger on 3rd fret of 2nd string, middle finger on 2nd fret of the 1st string. Our notes are A, D, F sharp. Next chord is G major, open third, open second, pinky on the 3rd fret G of the E string, and A major, first finger on A, 2nd fret 3rd string, 2nd finger on 2nd fret 2nd string, open E on the top, A, C sharp, E. And back to D, you can keep your first finger planted on the A, put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and you've pivoted right back to D major. All together, D major, 1, 2, ready, play. G major, A major, back to D. And remember to keep that first finger down on the A as you pivot back to D major. Let's do it one more time. D, G, back to D. Always look for connecting fingers. You notice that that first finger remained in the same place between the A major chord and the D major chord. You're also now probably catching on to the fact that we're using that G triad in all three of our first three chord progressions here. D major, 1, 2, ready, play. G, back to D, A, back to D. Now that you've had a chance to explore the triads that make up the 1-4-5 progression in each of our most common major keys that we often find ourselves playing on guitar, we can now add a steady strum pattern. We were arpeggiating through our triad exercises there, meaning we were playing one note of the chord at a time. Now adding a simple strum pattern, we really hear how these chords put together make up the basis of so many fantastic folk songs. Each of these triad progressions can be played with 4 beats of rest in between each change. Remember, it's the time between the chords to get your hand set up correctly that's critical. As long as it's rhythmic, your brain will track along and remember the motor movements. We'll now take that approach of adding a good amount of rhythmic time between the chord changes to each of the 1-4-5 progressions. C major, 4 beats of rest between the changes. C, ready, play. F, 2, ready, play. C, 2, ready, play. G, 2, ready, play. Back to C, 2, ready, play. C major now with no rest between the changes. 1, 2, ready, play. F, back to C, G, back to C. G major with 4 beats of rest between the changes. 1, 2, ready, play. C, 2, ready, play. Back to G, 2, ready, play. D, 2, ready, play. Back to G, 2, ready, play. G major with no rest between the changes. 1, 2, ready, play. C, back to G, now D, back to G. D major with 4 beats of rest between the changes. 1, 2, ready, play. G, 2, ready, play. Back to D, 2, ready, play. A, 2, ready, play. Back to D, 2, ready, play. Again, pivoting that first finger stays in the same spot and pivoting the fingers around back to the D. Here we go, D major with no pause in between the changes. 1, 2, ready, play. G, back to D, A, back to D. As always, thanks for watching. Click subscribe below if you haven't yet, and please visit us at beginningguitaronline.com. While you're there, sign up for our newsletter and check out the other educational resources we have available to you.